Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online and take a look at what's been discovered on sisi. There are now drifter incursion ships on the overview. That's pretty cool, and it obviously means that CCP is working on a new type of incursions involving the drifters. That obviously leads to two major questions for me personally. First of all, what kind of incursions can we expect here? How big will your fleets have to be? How hard will they be? Will there be any solo content? That's something that personally I would like to see, but it's not really in line with what CCP wants to do. I think EVE Online is an MMO after all. And if there's one thing that CCP does want to see is people playing together. So solo content, while I would like to see that, I don't think it's very likely. I think that the biggest question when it comes to a drifter incursion is actually going to be the rewards. I think most people don't want to see another major ISK faucet, which the current incursions, the current Sancha incursions definitely are. So what kind of rewards can CCP implement that won't be just more ISK thrown into the economy? I'm not sure, honestly. If I look at it right now, there could of course be unique drifter items. That's something that's possible, so unique drops as well, but I definitely do hope that it's going to be a bit of a more balanced situation between ISK rewards and loot drops or other types of rewards, because just another major ISK faucet that can be run and after a while learned, the current Sancha invasions are basically on farm by the incursion community at the moment, and well, when it comes to anything related to EVE Online, to PvE content, it's only a matter of time until these drifter incursions will become farmed as well. Now, when I checked this out on sisi, I did notice a few things. First of all, a drifter capital ship. that could be really awesome. I can't wait to see what that looks like. It's bound to be like the final boss, of course, when it comes to the incursion, just like the Sancha mothership is. So yeah, can't wait to see it though. I mean, what kind of art are they going to go with when it comes to a drifter capital ship? I can't wait to see that. That's gotta be pretty damn cool. Another thing is that there's a different drifter incursion battleship. So I think that very likely means that we won't see the current drifter battleships that have this awesome and a little bit overpowered doomsday weapon, and they're currently roaming around on TQ, but you really do need to go out of your way a little bit for them to trigger that and attack you, so you can basically ignore them. If you're running an incursion, of course, and you're certain that you'll lose, like, let's say 10 battleships over the course of the incursion, I'm not sure if that's a fun experience. So I think it's very likely that it'll be a different type of drifter battleship that won't have as powerful a doomsday. Maybe they'll still have a very powerful alpha strike capability, but I don't think that you're certain to lose your battleship if you get under that DD or anything like that. And then another thing I noticed is that there is this entosis command node, so I do think that we'll need an entosis link to run these new types of incursions. I think it's okay, you had some hacking, if I'm not mistaken, in the current Sancha incursions anyway, but it looks like CCP does want the entosis link to be used more than just sovereignty, and that they're trying to implement that in different aspects of the game as they develop them. So yeah, entosis link could become pretty important when it comes to these incursions as well, considering an entosis command node is there on the overview as well. Now, what I've seen on some of the discussions that I've read about this, I think I do like the idea that Concord would no longer be able to intervene when a system is under a drifter incursion, even in high sec. It could be a bit controversial, but it would definitely add a big risk. When it comes to the drifter incursions, you would be basically in a null sec situation, maybe a low sec situation where pirate activity is actually going to have a consequence. If Concord, let's say, can still keep track of whatever it is that you did there, but that could be one way to keep these incursions quite risky. Compared to the current high-sec Sancha invasions, which are basically on farm. And another thing I read, I'm not really sure that's gonna happen, but could the drifters go and attack sovereignty? I think it's very unlikely personally, but it looks like I see this come back again and again, so I think a lot of people would find that very cool, that there would basically be an NPC faction that goes after sovereignty that is not actively defended or used all that much. It's possible, but honestly I think that that is very unlikely at this point. Now, of course, the other major question is going to be the storyline. These new Drifter incursions could mean a lot of cool live events that lead up to them. Of course, I think considering what we've seen in the scope videos lately, it's all been about Amarr, the Amarr Empress giving this new technology. So I think it's very likely that there is actually something going on between the Amarr Empress and the Drifters, and so if live events do happen, I think we can expect those to happen in the Amarr Empire. That does mean that I'll have to feed a couple of ships that I'm willing to lose, and that I think everyone should prepare for escalation when it comes to the Drifters and the Amarr Empire. Very cool in my book, and I can't wait to see all of this actually come on TQ and be developed. But if I would have to point out one major problem, is that it's gonna be incursions once again. It's very likely that we'll be able to run them on CC before they get deployed on TQ, and once we start testing them, I mean, people are gonna start looking for the best way to run them. Every single fast of them is going to be analyzed and put into wikis, and so they'll very quickly, I think, especially considering what the incursion community already knows from the Sansha incursions, I think they'll very quickly find the best ways of running them, the best fleet doctrines, and the safest fleet doctrines to run them. And so that is always a little bit of a problem when it comes to PvE content. How long will this last? Will CCP have found some ways to keep these incursions fresh and entertaining and challenging for a long time? I'm not sure, so honestly I can't wait on all aspects of this. I can't wait to see them on CC, to find out how hard they are, if there are special elements to it that CCP has been able to find to keep these incursions challenging. And then of course the story. I'm all about the live events. I definitely love those and would like to see more of them, and I think that Drifter incursions definitely mean more live events. So yeah, these could be coming to EVE Online. Very exciting in my opinion. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.